honey. Wake up, honey. It's all done until next year.
Use eCheck at traviscountytax.org and automatically receive an emailed receipt. Want to mail in your property tax payment? Remember, the tax office is not responsible for lost mail checks. Mail checks must be postmarked by no later than January 31st. State law requires the tax office to charge penalty and interest for late postmarks and lost checks. You do not actually get a receipt for mail checks. Use eCheck at traviscountytax.org and automatically receive a proof of payment receipt. Pay your property taxes now at traviscountytax.org. Be done. Have fun. You could be doing this or this. Renew your vehicle registration online anytime at texas.gov. Be done. Have fun.
Hey, honey, I grabbed the mail. We got something from the county. I think it might be our property tax bill. Oh, it can't be that bad.
So you just opened your property tax bill, didn't you? Seems like a lot, doesn't it? And you're probably wondering why the county would ask for that much money. Well, it's a bit complicated, but let me explain. Let's take a look at the bill, shall we? Let's say this dollar bill represents how much you owe in property taxes. Now, you may send that money into the county, but they don't keep it all. Oh no. On average, more than half of that bill goes directly to your local school district. About 16% goes to your city, if you live in one, and about 12% goes to special districts like a water district, hospital district, or community college. And finally, the county is left with the rest, around 16%. And with that fraction of the money, your county goes to work for you, delivering essential services like the court system, law enforcement, emergency management and response, road and bridge construction and maintenance, voter registration and elections, records management for births, deaths, and deeds, indigent health services, family services, elder care, local tourism promotion, economic development, parks, and libraries, just to name a few. And they do all of this with just about 16% of the property taxes you pay. And that's not to mention handling the billing, collection, and disbursement of all the rest of that money that goes to the cities, schools, and special districts, which is why the county's name is at the top of that bill there. Now, I know it doesn't change how much you owe, but hopefully it helps you understand that your county delivers a whole lot using the funds from just a small portion of your property tax bill. Any questions?
Thanks.
Doing a lot with a little is just another way Texas counties deliver.
You could be doing this or this. Renew your vehicle registration online anytime at texas.gov. Be done. Have fun.
PID is a public improvement district, and it's a special district that can be created at the request of a landowner or landowners. And the request comes into a city or a county in Texas. And if the city or county agrees that the PID should be created, what the PID does is it allows for public improvements to be made earlier in the development process for a new neighborhood. Texas Local Government Code, Chapter 372, and it was passed by the legislature, I think it was in 1984, and since then it's been amended several times to clarify language and to add provisions. The state doesn't create it, the state just allows the local governments to create it. Some of the first PIDs were operational PIDs, and those are PIDs like in downtown areas of cities for things like street cleaning, for landscaping, having benches along the sidewalks, having some nicer amenities in their district, and that helps them to attract businesses. Capital PIDs, what they entail is basically working with developers for new neighborhoods or new commercial developments in areas that don't have homeowners already there. And we're able to come in with them and help them get public infrastructure such as water and wastewater lines, drainage facilities, parks, trails, sidewalks, and they get so that as soon as they do subdivide and have homeowners move in, they have all of the amenities already there for those homeowners. And so what the capital PID does is that it levies a special assessment to pay for that infrastructure. It shows up on your property tax bill to make it easier for everyone to be able to pay the assessment. The assessment is not a tax. It's not based on the value of your home or property like a property tax is. It's a special assessment intended just to repay the cost of the public infrastructure that was built. They have to receive a petition. They have to receive a petition in writing from landowner or landowners that identify a certain land area by boundary. And usually it's by roads that we get the PID boundary set. So they have to represent either 50% of the appraised taxable value. When you get your tax bill and if you see a line item for a PID, it's not necessarily a Travis County PID. It could be a city PID. City of Austin has several PIDs. I think it's Lago Vista has a PID. And then there are other cities that are considering PIDs that are within Travis County. So don't automatically assume that it's a Travis County PID. But you should have had all the information that you needed on the PID and what your assessment is with your closing documents when you were closing on your home. A homeowner should only have one PID overlaid over their home. So the PID boundaries can't be overlapped with other PIDs. The homeowner in a PID neighborhood has a higher quality of street, has better parks, trails. The people living in a new neighborhood that has a PID overlaid on it wind up paying for the infrastructure that's